Hello everyone, this is Crystal Wildfire Anthony coming to you on Spreading Like Wildfire on Muscle Sport TV here on YouTube. It's the week before Christmas, so Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Hope you guys have got your Christmas shopping done and ready, got your trees up, got your stockings hung. Hopefully you've been good this year. I've been kind of naughty. I don't know that Santa's going to bring me anything, but I'm still hoping. So with the holidays coming up, I know a lot of people in the bodybuilding, the fitness community, a lot of people are talking about foods they're going to eat, whether they're going to have a cheat day on Christmas, how they're going to get through the holidays, etc., etc., etc. So here are my thoughts on living the fitness life, fitness way of life, and getting through the holidays, whether it's Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's, whatever it is. In my opinion, you really should be able to, unless you have a health issue, if you have a CHF, you shouldn't be eating a lot of salt, things like that. High blood pressure, not a lot of salt. Unless you have an underlying health issue. If it's just because of your fitness, your bodybuilding, whatever, you really should be able to eat whatever the fuck you want on Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Easter, big holidays like that. But like I said, Christmas is the one coming up, so that's what we're talking about. People are going to have their hams, their turkeys, their Christmas cookies, their fudge, mashed potatoes, gravy, pumpkin pies, pecan pies. I can only imagine all the desserts that are going to be at my family's house for Christmas. I think there's almost always more desserts than anything else. And you should be able to, I don't care if you're a bodybuilder, I don't care if you're Mr. Olympia, I don't care if you're Miss International, I don't care what you are. You should be able to eat whatever the fuck you want on that day. The reason being, if you are at a top level, like Mr. Olympia, pro competitor, whatever, that top level, even national qualified competitor, things like that, you should know what the fuck you are doing. Either you or your coach. One of y'all better know what the hell you are doing. And in no way, shape, or form, if you are a competitor or a coach worth half of an ounce of salt, no way in hell should one day of being off your diet, I'm not even talking about one meal, I'm talking about one day. No way should one day of being off of your diet ever affect you that much for the stage. Ever. Otherwise, you or your coach are doing something totally wrong. I mean, really, there's just no way that you should have one day where you eat what, I mean, come on, how much food realistically are you going to eat in that one day? You may say, oh, I put on 10 pounds. No, you put on 9.5 pounds of water weight, and a bunch of food that's sitting in your stomach and intestines isn't usually there when you weigh yourself. So, now if you're on the lower end, and you're not a pro or you're not a national level competitor, honestly, and I'm sure a lot of people don't want to hear this, again, it's one day of indulgence. You need to have some balance in your life. At no point in time should you going to a state or local show be so hardcore that you can't fucking eat pecan pie and fudge with your grandma on Christmas Day. That is fucking ridiculous. I mean, that goes for all the levels. But like I said, high levels, they should know what the fuck they're doing diet-wise, that they just know how to, that person's going to be ready weeks out anyway, so one day of cheating isn't going to matter. The lower end, even if you don't have a coach, you're doing everything yourself, you've just got to have balance. So many people, and I am guilty of doing this when I started, a lot of people are. You have got to find balance in bodybuilding and fitness. You will be much happier when you do. You will realize that when you did not have balance, that you're going to look back and realize there were things that you missed out on that were not worth that trophy. They were never, ever worth that trophy. Some of the meals that you missed with family and friends, some of the nights that you didn't go out, some of the events that you didn't go to, the trips that you didn't take. I'm not saying that you need to be out drinking with your buddies on the weekends. I'm not saying that, a couple times a week you need to be sitting around eating junk food with your friends. I'm not saying things like that. I'm saying you have to find balance. Now, whether that balance has the scale tipped this way or this way to make it balance, That's each individual person. You got to figure that out. But you cannot have your life where fitness is this and everything else is just getting thrown to the side. Because like I said, I guarantee you, you're going to look back and you're going to say at some point in time, and it may not be now, it may not be in a year, it may not be in 5 years, but you're going to look back at some point in time and say, you know what? Probably wasn't worth that fucking $5 plastic trophy that I got. You know, maybe I should have spent more time with my wife or my husband. Maybe I should have spent more time with my kids. Maybe I should have went and visited my mom more. You know, maybe I should have taken my kid to go see that new Star Wars movie and ate some fucking popcorn with him. You know, things like that. So, as for Christmas, that's coming up, like I said, New Year's. Hey, a lot of us aren't getting ready for contests right now anyway. They usually don't fall that way with the holidays. I'm not saying some people aren't, but for the most part around the United States, a lot of people aren't. But even if you are, if you're thinking about your contest for next year and you've got one, you know, on the horizon and you're ready to go and you're in mode and you're in contest mode and you're dieting, that one day Christmas will not fuck you up. If for some reason it does fuck you up, you were doing something wrong anyway. I mean, just end of story. You weren't going to win anyway. So that one day, if one day fucks you up, one day of eating, unless your contest is within like a week time where it's going to fuck up your salt water and carbs, which none of them are. None of them are the week after Christmas. So if that one day of eating fucks up your contest that is at least 3, 4, 5 weeks away, yeah, either you or your coach are doing something damn wrong and you're going to lose anyway. So don't worry about it. New Year's, same thing. You know, I'm not saying go out, get sloshed, get drunk. I'm saying at least go out, have some fun. Don't necessarily be the one going, oh, look, I'm the only one in the gym. It looks really great on social media. And sometimes you feel like, oh, yeah, that was really hardcore. But honestly, again, you look back in 5 years, the only thing you're going to have is that picture of you being lonely in the fucking gym while everybody is celebrating New Year's Day. Again, you don't have to go out and get sloshed. You don't have to get trashed. Fuck, you don't even have to drink the alcohol if you don't want to. You know, while everyone's cheering at midnight and doing the countdown, grab some sparkling water or something. I don't care. I'm not even saying that you have to drink. Just put yourself out there with your friends and your family. Find the balance. Find some way to make sure that everything is in balance and everything is in moderation, just so that 5, 10, 20 years down the road, you don't regret on missing out on some things. You know, those of you that know, I have 3 kids. 2 of my kids are grown out of the house and I have grandkids. And there are things, even not in the bodybuilding world, there are things that I wish I had done differently. I wish there are things I hadn't missed. That's going to happen to every single one of you. So if I can in some way tell you so that maybe you can go out and enjoy Christmas this year with your friends and your family and not feel guilty, please do. I hope I help someone out there. You know, eat some of those cookies left for Santa Claus, for God's sakes. You know, but anyway, so those are my thoughts on the holidays. Again, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas, a wonderful New Year. I will have another video up before the New Year, but in case you don't see it, why the hell wouldn't you see it? You guys better be watching my goddamn videos. Anyway, so Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and I will make sure to get a new video up for you guys next week. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.